Hey guys, Starfighter here. Picking it back up. We are looking for who tortured Priscilla and nearly beat her to death.
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Hey! Help! Help!
Alright, we're good. Taking all of this. Burn! Ah, I thought I killed you. You're welcome. So
But
dark.
of course. Yes? What is it?
It's a water hag. Burn, water hag. And we are one water hag down. It is ridiculously dark in these sewers. Wait, what? Huh. Strange. Goodbye.
How's it look? Give it to me straight. No sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal. But it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Ooh. That is unfortunate. Dandelion is not the most useful person in the world. Alright, I'm not seeing anything. No hidden compartments, nothing. Alright, let's go. Nothing. So we're in the sewers because we're trying to get to the morgue
Take the ladder.
so we can examine the body of the previous victim.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
There are a lot of books. A lot of everything in here, isn't there? Found him.
Looks like necrophages got to this one. Let's keep looking.
Yep. This one?
Human. Wrong body type.
Listen. I can't tell the difference between a woman, obviously, and, you know, a dwarf. They're,
Human. Wrong body
yeah.
type.
They're very similar. Just saying. Alright. There's so many things to steal. Alright, let's go. Oh, this one.
This isn't it. Let's keep looking. Human. Wrong body type. Human. Wrong body type.
Let's go. Alright, so it's not in here. Alright, let's go check this one.
That's gotta be him.
Got him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
That's disturbing, I'm just saying.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Yeah, we can start with the head.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
You think he was dead before he got scooped out?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Well, that answers that. That's pretty terrible.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
So you forced him to drink something too.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
That's terrible. Alright, let's examine some other part of the body. Let us go with the torso.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Why do you have an arrow in your hand? You know what, it's fine. You're the doctor after all.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Possible.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
So he poured that formaldehyde down his throat, keeping him alive and then preserving the body while he ripped him apart. That's nice. This guy would give Jack the Ripper a run for his money. Good lord. Alright, let's look at the hands.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
Alright, not too much on that one. Let's go to number 5, legs.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor.
And last but not least,
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
yeah, you never know.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
I can't imagine it's punishment. So I'm thinking it's either a ritual murder or it is just straight up a guy is insane. But I think it's more ritual than anything else.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
It's one and the same.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Then why do you look older?
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the Market Square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirance was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner, near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Yeah, I'm probably going to stab him in the face.
Thank you.
Repeatedly.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women.
Oh.
Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
All right.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
Looks like rain.
Possibly. All right, we're going to go and investigate Priscilla, where she was attacking the alley. Main reason it's pretty fresh.
Oh,
The fresh crime scene. Might find some. Actually, we're gonna go whichever this one is. Alright, let's find a way to get through.
From now on, eschew your effort.
As they say, a bard must be a quick talker, and a witcher a quick smoker.
Come on. Oh, good lord. You're kidding me, right? Oh, well, that did not go the way I had planned. Right, so it's fine. We'll go for a little swim. I don't care. Good.
no loitering round here.
Shut up. Alright. This is not it. I have no idea how to get to it. Should be right there. Come on, where is the entrance to this?
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these two mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
No, that's... Apparently everyone's dying.
Tell me what you know about the murder. In order. In detail.
It was like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss and burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
It's fine. Up, down.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Statues of the old gods. Bloodstained but women.
That's where Fabian lay
Shapely
when they
ones.
found him.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Good people. Interesting. Well, I'm just gonna steal all this stuff since he doesn't really care. Alright, so let's go in here.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Yes, that could help. You know, it'd be great if, like, the killer put a trap, he opens it up and he kills the dwarf. That wouldn't happen, but it would have been awesome. Yeah, that was necessary. Alright, let's see. Oh, wow.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind. Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Don't worry about me. I'm just investigating.
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. Nothing interesting here.
No, just the dwarf's eyes are right there. Basically watching him get tortured and ripped apart.
Aye.
Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Molitale.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that would crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, when the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Myers sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there. They struggled. Fabian was overpowered, then tortured. For a time.
I needn't know the details. Truth be told, I hadn't the stomach for him.
When it was over, the murderer dragged Fabian to the courtyard, then made a pyre of sculptures, set them aflame.
But why? Why do all that?
To teach a lesson. To him, you, the whole city. Fine, we've talked enough. Won't learn anything else here. Take care.
Well, we learned a lot. Yeah. All right. You're good. You're good. Alright, let's go. Go find where Priscilla was attacked. It actually wasn't too far.
Awful pale.
Hey, handsome.
You scared?
A brazier. This time of year? I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Take him from the back. Gotta get around him. Son of a whore.
Mistake.
Well, I don't know why these guys are attacking me, but sure.
Gotta gut you clean, you lass.
Come on.
No, try the trick. That's it.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back! Ah!
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Okay.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Not very
You
helpful.
and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Yes, it's good to lie to yourself.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Well, I found the formaldehyde.
Oh, my head's ringing. Got a problem?
Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
I think Priscilla put up a fight.
Human. Priscilla's. Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way. Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
So, what is it?
Think I know what happened here. Priscilla fought back, her assailant retreated, and knocked over the brazier. Someone must have heard it. Maybe saw something, started hollering. Guards showed up. Murderer didn't finish the job, didn't cover his tracks. Just collected himself and leapt over the wall. Trail ends there.
You divined all this from a pile of rubbish and a few prints in the mud.
Do that practically every day in my profession. And practice makes perfect.
True enough. Just like I can tell right off if a punt'll pay or try to wriggle out of it.
That particular skill I could use myself. Take care now. And I got a murderer to catch.
If he leaped over the wall, and even a Witcher couldn't leap over that wall. I'm thinking he's not human. Maybe a vampire. One of the elder vampires. Would make sense. Alright guys, well, we're not going to be able to solve Priscilla's torment in this one, her assault, nor the murder of the poor dwarf. We're going to have to pick it up in the next video. So until the next video, guys, I will see you later.